Mr. and Mrs. Michael Jackson are still in their honeymoon period, while most of the rest of the world is still in shock over the surprise announcement that the gloved one has tied the knot. The world-renowned superstar married 37-year-old Debbie Rowe. She's a 15-year friend and former nurse who worked in Jackson's dermatologist office. It was just 2 years ago that Jackson married Lisa Marie Presley. That marriage ended in divorce this summer. Many are now asking, is it really love? Folks, if you want to get the lowdown skinny on what's going on in Hollywood, well, stay tuned to the Rolonda Show, because on today's Rolonda have we got gossip, gossip, gossip. And we've got the scoop on Madonna's baby, on Michael Jackson's impending fatherhood, and we've got a lot more. Ted Casablanca, entertainment reporter from E! Online, and Vicki Rubinson, celebrity journalist, are here to share what they have heard, what scoops they've gotten off that grapevine. And the first thing I want to start off with both of you. What is the deal with Michael Jackson, please?
Well, I happen to know that he actually did do it.
He did it?
Yeah. Ro, there's...
Wait a minute. You mean he did the wild thing?
Well, there's no other delicate way to put it, is there?
I think it explains it.
Yeah, well...
So you really think, so it's not artificial insemination, in other words. He really did it.
But the question is, did he do it faster than you could bat a false eyelash?
Let me ask you this. Who is Debbie Rowe, the woman who is having the baby?
She's the assistant to his dermatologist. This is how they... And he's been going to his dermatologist. He's a very fancy Beverly Hills dermatologist. Cher goes to him. Lots of stars go to him. And he's known for, you know, getting into every pore, so to speak, of his clients' lives. And he sort of had a part in planning this with his assistant.
So he's always wanted to have a child? Is that what you're hearing?
You mean Michael?
Michael.
That I do not know.
Don't know, but he is having one, as you understand. And with it, do you know anything about Debbie Rowe?
I'll tell you, I do. She's a very charming girl, and she works for this doctor in Beverly Hills. And she claims she's known Michael for 15 years,
right.
And she's truly in love with him. She says that, you know, she knows him really well, and she wants to have his baby.
Did she mention
money? Well, actually, no, she didn't mention money. But
does anybody know if there's a deal been cut, or is this true love kind of thing?
That it's big bucks.
Wow. What's going on with Courtney Love?
Courtney Love is in this fantastic movie called The People vs. Larry Flynt. Now, you all may know Larry Flynt as being the publisher of Hustler magazine. I don't know how many of you all read it, but you probably know about it. And she is fantastic. And I think she's going to be stealing a little bit of the, you know, steam away from Madonna when it comes Oscar time, because she's that good. And she's got a deal with Larry Flynt. If she gets nominated for an Oscar, she poses for Hustler. Of course, that probably won't shock a lot of people.
Okay. Vicki, we've also heard a lot about Fran Drescher and this separation with her husband of so many years. What's the scoop on that? Because she was recently seen on vacation with some mystery man. I mean, what's going on here?
I'll tell you, all of Hollywood is shocked about Fran's breakup with her husband, Peter Mark Jacobson, because they had been together for 18 years. They were high school sweethearts. They starred in a play together in high school, and she always said that, you know, she could never do all this without Peter, and then she just decided to break it off.
Don't you think their relationship, Fran's and her soon-to-be ex-husband, was more of a business relationship? Because he's always been involved in every part of her business. He's been a writer or producer on her shows, and it almost seems like it was more of a contractual partnership rather than a love one. That's been my
I absolutely agree. In a way, he's like her Svengali, and he was very controlling. She even had fights with him, and that's why they went into therapy, because he was very controlling with her.
I also understand that that Chris Isaac is causing a lot of stir here. What's going on with that?
Are you a Chris Isaac fan? I bet you are.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you know, he used to be a boxer, and he's got a great body, and he was recently...
Then I'm a fan. Go on.
This woman loves her men, this is for sure. So I can't say which yet, you'll see soon enough, but he was posing for the cover of a glossy magazine, and the photo editor tried to get him to take his shirt off, and you know, and he said, absolutely not, there's no way I'll do it. And then when she said, why? He said, because I'm too hairy. And so apparently, you know, it's so hot these days to be buff and shaved and everything that he's so embarrassed by that. You know, it never stopped Robin Williams, but, you know, it seems to have bothered Chris Isaac.
What's wrong with a hairy chest?
I don't know, nothing.
How many folks in here love hairy chests? for a few of us.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, Vicky, what's going on with him?
Well, I'll tell you, his wife, Natasha Richardson, was a little bit jealous when he starred with his ex-girlfriend, Julia Roberts, in the movie Michael Collins. Because, you know, Liam was once heavily involved with Julia Roberts, and Natasha did not like the love scenes at all.
Whoa, for the first time we're hearing people objecting to the love scene. So many people go, oh, it's just art.
Oh,
But-
yeah, there's heat to those scenes. Also, think about it. She's stuck at home with the 2 kids, and he's off, you know, frolicking in the trailer with, you know, whoever. And, you know, business-wise, of course. And it's a tough way to make a marriage work. Again, with Fran and her husband, too. I mean, Hollywood is the toughest litmus test for a marriage, I think, in the world. I mean, you know, Liam Neeson has always had beautiful women throwing themselves at him. You know, it's not going to stop now just because he's married to Natasha Richardson.
Yeah. Then you look at a guy like Sylvester Stallone, who has a very successful career, but he's having some real struggles right now. His daughter is very ill. What are you hearing about Stallone?
His daughter has a hole in her heart. That's how she was born, and it's very serious. And Jennifer Flavin, you know, his girlfriend, went out to a restaurant with her. She even brought the baby because she said she was afraid to leave the baby alone. You know, God forbid something could happen.
I know that we've seen lots of things, and we wish the best to him, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The Titanic, they're actually making a movie on it.
Oh, yeah. They're making a musical on it in the future, a few months down the line. But they made a TV movie on it. They've made a feature film on it. In fact, they're making it right now. James Cameron, who did Terminator, is doing it. And he is really, well, I use the word torture loosely. I mean, he's really rocking his cast up and down. I mean, they've got the set built so it floats down, you know, goes down, so it looks like the boat is sinking. And, you know, the cast is going nuts because they're going up and down all day long. But Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. You know, I think, you know, he's so hot in Romeo and Juliet right now. I think he's going to help that movie a lot.
Right.
Are there any Leonardo fans in the audience?
The lady over there. Yes, yes. When we come back, will you tell us if you're getting any kind of scoop on what Lisa Marie Presley is thinking about all of this impending fatherhood with Michael Jackson?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Vicky's got a big look on her face. It must be good stuff. Yes, folks, we've got more gossip to come about David Letterman, Mick Jagger, and from the set of the film Set It Off. A lot was going on back on that set we're going to find out about. Don't miss the celebrity scoop on today's Rolanda. We've got the gossip, all the celebrity gossip on today's Rolanda. The people with their ears to the ground are Lisa G from Hot 97 Radio here in New York City. She's host of The Gossip Show.
I'm a correspondent, as is Ted on The Gossip Show.
You're correspondent also on the Gossip Show.
Yeah, we both are. It's the first time we met each other. Do you believe it? Because he's in L.A. and I'm here in New York.
So do you have some scoop on Ted?
We've got scoop on you.
On me? Let me see. And Roger over here seems to be ringing in there agreeing too. Roger Friedman, folks, of the New York Post and HBO's News Fuse, who has info on Barbra and her romance with that James Brolin. What a gorgeous couple. Before we get over there to all of that other stuff, let me ask real quick here about Lisa Marie Presley. Now, Vicki, you seem to have some good information. Your eyes went up when I said, I want to know what Lisa's thinking about this impending fatherhood between Michael and Debbie Rowe.
Well, I was told that Lisa Marie Presley is very jealous about this relationship because she wanted to have a child with Michael Jackson. And at the time he says, oh, I don't want to bring another child into this world. So he was very...
You know, I heard just the opposite.
Yeah, I did too.
That he wanted a child and she said, no way, stay away from me.
Also, remember, this is the woman who wiped her mouth after they kissed on MTV.
Right.
You know, and do you want to have a kid with someone you don't even want to kiss?
Can I tell you what upsets me? I mean, Michael's publicist is putting out the word no money is going to be exchanged. No woman, I would hope no woman, would give birth to another human life and say, here, take it, see you later. And that really rubs me the wrong way.
Question up here from this lady who had a question. Come here, young lady, and ask that question you wanted to know during the commercial, because it's about Michael Jackson. Okay, well.
Do you mess with I'll Be Sure?
Do I mess with that? I can't, wait a minute. And this lady over here shaking her head, she wants to know too. We pulled the show together. It wasn't supposed to be about me. But since you ask, you want the scoop, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you guys know? Now, years ago, I did date I'll Be Sure. Yes, I did. And it's really nice when you can say that you're still friends with one of your ex-boyfriends. Albie is a wonderful guy. He's still a very dear friend, and he's a good, and you know something? He taught me a lot about showbiz. And I really appreciate him.
And you know what? He is sexy, so you got some fine taste, girl.
Honey, but he's just a good friend. Yes, we're still good friends. Okay, I forget the question.
Well, speaking of sexy, Ro.
Say what?
Speaking of sexy, I hear you've been asked to do a very revealing magazine shoot.
Yeah, what's the deal?
What's the deal with that?
Let me just say, we did this show the other day we did a show entitled Playboy Changed My Life, and we had all these former, Playboy playmates on, the first Playboy playmate who delivered the very first issue of Playboy to the Vietnam vets and all that stuff. Well, during this whole thing, Sharon Tweed, who is one of the big Playboy folks, says, Ro, I think, you'd make a nice pinup.
I think you'd make a great one.
No.
Ted.
But the question I ask is, would you still respect me in the morning if I did a lingerie pinup?
Yeah.
The man over there. So that's it. And it was in the New York Post, by the way, there, Roger. And the word is I'm thinking about it. But I think I better go get a trainer.
You should go ahead with it.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Well, let me think about it. Still pending. Okay, that's all the gossip on me. This lady over here had one. Come on.
Hi, I have two questions. The first question is, I read in the Inquirer that Madonna is having a custody battle for her baby. And the other question is, why wasn't Madonna seen throughout her whole pregnancy?
Oh, those are good questions.
Yeah, they're great questions. Would you want to be photographed through every stage? I mean, a lot of women don't like the way they look when they're pregnant, because you're not really looking your best.
Right,
I mean, do you want to be seen through every stage of that? I mean, that's understandable.
She was
I
around,
think.
though. It's just that she was around at a normal level, not at a
fewer
Madonna level.
appearances, yeah.
Right, and she has been so body conscious. I mean, you can understand because you're in great shape. Some women do gain a lot of weight. They don't feel that pretty or photogenic, and she just wanted some downtime.
And she probably wanted some privacy.
Right.
To be carrying your very first child is probably one of the most sacred moments of a woman's life.
And I think she was already feeling very protective of her child and didn't want it photographed in any state.
And I hear that Carlos Leon is a doll, a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So she's got herself a really nice guy in her life.
It's her dog that needs a shrink.
Right.
We're going to talk about that a little later. Apparently, he's having some problems, and there's a gossip monger coming on later who says that she's got the scoop on Madonna's dog. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask Lisa about Ed and Dre. When are they going to make Who's the Man 2? I worked on Who's the Man 1.
Okay. Well, for everyone who doesn't know and everyone in the viewing audience, I work with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Raps. We have the #1 morning music radio show in America right now, and they are working on doing another movie.
Okay, quick question here.
I'd like to know about Janet Jackson. Is it true that she's expecting a child?
Wait, before you answer that question, I've got to take a quick break. Wait, don't answer it yet. We've got some of the hottest gossip from Hollywood coming to you via satellite also, including Madonna's dog, who I told you about, who's in bad need of a shrink. Apparently, he's got this little jealous thing going on with the baby. You're going to find out even more about that. We're going to find out if Janet Jackson is also expecting it could be a Jackson family reunion right after this.
They're out, and now their victims feel imprisoned.
If he can't get to her, he's gonna go after your children.
Whose rights are in danger when a sex offender moves into your neighborhood on Rolanda?
Before we go via via satellite to L.A. here. We had this big question. The question was, is Janet Jackson, there was a question, also expecting a baby? What are you guys hearing?
Well, I've heard that for years that she's been secretly married to her longtime boyfriend, Rene Elizondo, on the down low, and that nobody knows that they've been married.
Why would they keep it on the down low?
She really wants her private life to be private.
Well, I tell you, when I get married, everybody's going to know about it. I'm married!
Hey,
Joining us, might have a scoop out of L.A. From the West Coast is Janet Charlton from Star Magazine. Hi, Janet, welcome.
Thank you. Of course I have a scoop for you.
Oh, let's hear
Should
it.
we talk about Janet Jackson first?
Absolutely.
Well, you know, yes, I agree with Lisa. I think that they are married, she and Rene Elizondo, and have been for years. She calls him her husband, let's face it. Also, listen to this. Michael Jackson wanted Janet to join him while he was on tour in Europe and make some big appearances because they did that great video together, but Janet refused because she was too chubby. Now, insiders are telling me she's chubby because she's pregnant.
Really?
Yes.
My goodness. What is the deal with Madonna? I understand her dog is in a desperate need of a shrink.
How do you like this? Yes. Poor little Chiquita. You know, before the baby Lourdes was born, Madonna took Chiquita everywhere with her. She had a seat on the plane next to her for Chiquita at all times.
No.
She sneaked her into restaurants. She never went to parties without her. It was her constant companion. And she knew when the baby came, the dog would become very neurotic and detached. So she prepared ahead and she sent Chiquita to a dog psychologist of some kind. Chiquita's being counseled and helped. And I understand this psychologist recommended that the dog get low doses of Prozac, which is a new treatment.
Come on!
Animals are getting now to keep them from being too hyper and anxious. So I don't know if Madonna's giving it to the dog, but it may help out.
That is simply amazing. Absolutely amazing. Do you have any scoop? Oh, go on.
Madonna's actually having a bit of a rough time right now in her professional life because the soundtrack to Evita just got reviewed in the LA Times. It was a devastating review. And I've been told by people who are very close to her that she is really devastated by this because it was really harsh. I mean, and the review didn't make a lot of sense because it was saying the production was really great, but then that Madonna sounded, you know, like she was in a tomb. So it's like you can't have it both ways.
Well, she's going to get my money. I'm going to see that movie anyway. I'm going to support her. What about Barbra Streisand? She's got this wonderful romance. I looked at an interview of her the other day, and it just seemed like she is so in love, like she's met her soulmate.
She's totally happy with James Brolin, I can tell you that.
There was a premiere for her movie on Sunday night here in New York that was totally out of control. So
Right.
considering how in control she is.
But she didn't talk to any press.
Right,
She didn't talk to any press. In fact, people didn't even know she was at the premiere. She was there for 5 minutes and then went to another restaurant. She went to Elaine's. And at the actual party after the movie, people were segregated. So you had two different colored tickets. Pink tickets if you could be near Barbara or near where she might be. And green tickets.
Near her essence.
And listen to this. Among the people who couldn't get in to see her were her cousins and people who were in the movie. People who were in the cast and the sound engineer from the movie, and they were all shut out from getting anywhere near her.
Also, I hear Diana Ross didn't go to the party either.
Really?
So maybe she didn't have the right ticket.
Quentin Tarantino, I understand. Did he just pop the question?
No, I didn't really, but I'll tell you what did happen. What we know happened is Quentin was in Canada with Mira Sorvino, and his watch strap broke, so he went into this jewelry store there to get his watch strap replaced. Well, while he was waiting, Mira was browsing around the diamond ring section, and she tried on a few diamond rings, dropping hints, and Quentin quickly grabbed her and dragged her out the door. But listen to this, it's so cute. 4 hours later, he came back alone, and he asked the clerk which diamond ring she had liked the best, and she showed him a $7,000 heart-shaped ring, and he bought it for her, and he wisecracked. He said, ever since she played Marilyn, diamonds are her best friend, too.
Boy.
So maybe they are going to get engaged.
What a nice guy.
That's sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, quick question.
I heard that Keanu Reeves recently had a great weight gain and he lost a movie because of it. I was wondering, had he lost the weight, what was the movie, and who replaced him?
Well, that was Speed,
yeah.
Speed 2.
Oh, it was Speed 2?
Yeah, which happened a while ago.
Well, we really don't know whether he refused to do Speed 2. I think he didn't want to go on the diet for Speed 2, and it was his decision also, actually, for that movie. But he may have lost another one he wanted, because I did get a report that he was complaining about it to a friend very loudly. I've got to watch my weight. Don't take pictures of me. And for a while, he was very concerned about himself. But he's like getting under control now. You know, he's hanging around with that model, Amanda de Cadenet, model/actress, whatever. And they're getting pretty serious, and I think that she's probably a good influence on dieting because she's very skinny.
They need to go look at rings.
Yeah, right.
We'll be right back in a minute.
I got the last one, sucker.
This is war.
You know the parent of an overweight child and you feel it's the parent's fault. Well, call us at 1-800-4-ROSHOW or send email to roshow@aol.com.
They invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds, and we fall back. Not again. The line must be drawn here. Let's rock and roll!
Today we are just going to gossip all day long. That's what we're going to do on the Rolanda Show. And we've got some of the top celebrity specialists on hand to give us the scoop on just about everybody. And we've been talking about just about everybody. Let's open up some questions here from the audience. Yes, ma'am.
I heard that my girl Jada Pinkett stole somebody's man.
Who?
Will Smith.
No. She did not steal Will Smith. They had been friendly throughout his marriage. His marriage did not work out, and that friendship blossomed into a romance.
Question.
And that's direct from Jada.
I heard there was some tension on the set of Baywatch between Pam Anderson and another cast member.
There's always tension.
Oh, absolutely. I have all the details.
When is there not?
Go on, Janet.
I'll tell you, it's between Pamela Anderson and Donna D'Errico, because Donna is aping Pam Anderson. She wants to be her. She's taking on all her physical characteristics, cutting and dyeing her hair to match, having her lips done. She's turning into Pamela Anderson. Pam thinks she's even having surgery so she'll look more like her. Now she's dating a member of the same band that Pam's husband is in.
Whoa.
And says when she marries him, she's going to get her ring tattooed on just like Pam. So it's getting creepy. It's like, it's scary on the set.
That is kind of scary. Gosh. Yes, ma'am.
This statement is directed towards Terry.
Ted?
Ted.
Ted.
Excuse me.
Terry, Ted, whichever one.
Ted. Well, Ted, I think that statement you made about pregnant women don't want to be seen. I think I look good and I'm pregnant. I'm here on the Rolanda Show.
She's on the Rolanda. There you go.
You know, that's not true. That's not true.
There you go. And you look beautiful.
I think you look beautiful.
And I want you to raise your child on the Rolanda Show, okay? There you go. Yes, sir.
Have you ever been that you are a celebrity gossipers in a sense, had to feel like...
I love your shades. Those are cool.
Aren't those cool?
Have you ever had like abuse from celebrities? And
Have I had a what?
Have you ever been abused by celebrities when you've been caught gossiping about them?
I wanted to forget that little...
I know. Tom Oliver actually chased after me one time in a hospital when I had to do a story on him. He came after me and threatened me.
Whoa. And Ted, what's your story?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Of all people to be after you, Ted. What happened? What did you do?
Oh, it was at the premiere of Eraser. I thought we could bury this one by now, but I kept asking him, will Bob Dole like your movie? Because, you know, it's real violent, and he's a Republican, and Bob Dole says Hollywood is ruining the values of the country. So he had his Goonie bodyguards shove me around. And
Yes, sir.
What's Rick James doing since he's been out of jail?
Rick James.
Oh, that is a good question.
Actually, I saw
Well,
him.
I recently spoke to the Mary Jane girls that used to record with him. He wrote like 300 songs in jail. He was giving music lessons, and he wants to re-record, get back into the studio.
Wow. Yes.
My question is for Lisa G. Do you know anything about Martin Lawrence and his divorce and who the wife is?
He is very heartbroken about it. He's gone through a really difficult time with his manic depression, and the cast has really, just so everyone knows, the cast has been very supportive of him, and that I just spoke to one of the cast members just last week, and he said things are starting to finally turn around and they're having a good time again.
Okay, quick question.
This question is for Janet. I want to know what's going on with Cher and Val Kilmer and Cindy Crawford.
Before you answer that, we've got to take a quick break. She wants to know about Cher, Val Kilmer, and Cindy Crawford. We've got a lot more. Thank you. We're going to get that answer when we come right back. You know, from time to time, I think all of us has said, gosh, if I only had $1 million, I would buy a whole new wardrobe and I'd look fabulous. You say that too, don't you?
I say it all the time.
All the time, I know. Well, fashion critic Leon Hall says that neither money nor fame can buy you a sense of style. You can have all the money you want, but if you don't look good. Well, he's going to give his list of the best and the worst dressed celebrities. You check your list too, and we'll be right back.
Now, if you're going to be in the New York area and would like free tickets to Rolanda, well, please call us.
One thing we women have always loved is fashion. And more men are starting to care about having a sense of style, too, like this man here who says he often dreams of having $1 million and looking great, right?
I never quit.
Never quit. I know. Many of us don't. I want you to meet fashion critic Leon Hall. He has a list of Hollywood's best and worst dressed celebs. He says it doesn't matter how much you make. If you don't have a sense of style, forget about it. I also want you to meet Karen Bryant, who's going to give us her top picks for this year's holiday film releases. But first, we have to get Leon's list of who is the best and the worst dressed in Hollywood. And Leon, before I do that, we had a lovely lady up there who asked a question about 3 big stars. Very quickly, Val Kilmer. Who's got stuff on Val?
I do.
Go, Vicky.
I heard that Val Kilmer was having an affair with Cindy Crawford at the Bel Air Hotel.
Whoa. Cher. What are we hearing about Cher?
I heard that she was really nice and very gracious the other day in New York. She was coming out of the Four Seasons Hotel. A group of fans were waiting for her. She stopped and signed autographs. She walked into her limo. More people followed. She rolled down the window. But then a couple of fans ran after the car. I guess she figured, hey, rather than running them over, I might as well stop. And she did. She was really gracious, like old-time Hollywood, rolled down the window, signed autographs. And I also heard that she looked great.
Leon, when these stars are out here, they're dressing to the nines, or they think they are. Who are some of the best dressed?
Best dressed. It's an interesting group because, you know, designers court, really court famous celebrities today because they want them in their clothes. Only a few years ago, if you said to a celebrity, whose dress are you wearing? They didn't know because they have stylists, they have the people from the television show if they're in television or from the movies, what have you, and they just really know what they all know what the men know what they're wearing now. Designers start sending fragrance and sunglasses the minute that there's a rumor. I'm interested to know who's going to be sending clothes to Courtney Love. I mean, if she is nominated, you know, because who wants to dress her? But if she's nominated or they think there's rumors, they'll court her. The best dress, it's an interesting, like really young and really with it in show, Toni Braxton. Just has it so together.
Good gracious.
Leon, this is so funny. You have to hear this because you'll love this, Rolanda. I talked to her at the backstage at the MTV Video Music Awards. I said, you know, Toni, you look so thin. What happened? She stopped eating red meat and she lost 10 pounds and she's so upset. And I'm quoting her that she lost her booty.
Well, first of all, she didn't lose it because she was nigh on to naked in that dress. She wore a totally sheer lace dress. Just the ends of her extremities were covered, and a little pair of lace panties underneath, and she looked like $1 million in it.
Hey, Leon, do you think Barbra Streisand will ever wear anything other than Donna Karan again?
Well, you know, I think it's a step up for her to wear Donna Karan because even though I find her looking boring.
And, you know, it's all over The Mirror Has Two Faces.
But
she said that in the interview that Donna Karan sends her clothes all the time.
But also, Miss Streisand now is designing her own clothes. So she and Donna get away for the weekend and they collaborate. And then those 2 monstrosities she wore on tour, that I thought she looked like she was pregnant in, looked like, you know, loving hands at home. Miss Streisand and Miss Karan did those together.
Okay.
So, but I do think, because I've never thought, she early on when she dressed in thrift shops, she looked fabulous. She had such a sense of style, then all of a sudden she decided she was up there on a special plateau where she didn't have to look good anymore. Got that hair all kinked up and started wearing all those white clothes like she was a nun or a saint. I don't know.
Who are some others that you say, go back to the dressing room, honey?
Oh, there's so many of them, especially with the young ones. But you have, I think Heather Locklear is so badly dressed. I mean, I really have a problem with her. I think whoever dressed her for the MTV Music Awards should be publicly flogged and crucified. Because it was like a declension. It went from ugly to uglier to uglier.
Wow.
But I love this woman. She's beautiful. She's blonde, but I really
What would
hate
you
the
like
way
to
she
see her
looks.
in?
I'd like to see her in things that are sexy, but not where it's all falling out in front of you. She looks like a stripper. She doesn't look like a movie star. You know,
we're gonna come back with more of Leon's best and worst dresses, and we're also going to talk with Karen, who says she's got some great hits and misses for the big holiday season as you prepare to go to the movies. So we'll be back with more gossip right after this.
Oh, by the way, we're telling you now that
Faces a new judge, but this time there's only one talk show with a seat in the courtroom, and that's Rolanda, bringing you what the other shows cannot in special Friday shows.
I pronounce that there be man and wife. Amen.
They're here. The puppets are here.
Walt Disney Pictures presents 101 Dalmatians.
Your father, Pongo!
They were totally irresistible.
We must call this one lucky.
Unbelievably precious.
Dipstick?
And had a style all their own.
Whizzer.
Oh, with the holiday season upon us, one of the lists that we're going to be making is which of the hot new films we don't want to miss. Let's go to some of the hot picks for the big holiday coming up, and then we're going to come back to Leon with some hits and misses in clothing.
Well, definitely everybody's talking about Evita. You know, we were speaking about Madonna out here before. People are really looking forward. There's so much advance warning, you know, you can already buy tickets for that. They're making it such an event.
And you have never seen her like this before.
Right.
And this is a spectacle.
Yeah, so I really think that's going to do well. I mean...
And she still has a huge following.
Right,
Enormous.
absolutely. Also, for Thanksgiving-wise, 101 Dalmatians, I saw that. It is so cute. You know, I mean, I have a dog. I admit I'm, you know, predisposed to liking movies like this, but it's very cute. It was also done with, you know, John Hughes, and it's got a lot of physical comedy in it, but Glenn Close is unbelievable.
I bet she is.
And I was talking with now I can't remember his name, so I want to say Jeff Daniels. That's who it is, who's in the movie.
It is, yeah.
And, you know, the thing about this film was that the animals were really the main thing. And the actors knew, signing on to this film, that, you know, they may have done a take where, you know, you were genius, you emoted perfectly. It's like, but the dog didn't bark on cue, so we're not using that one. We're using the one where the dog was really good. And
the dog's got the upper hand here.
So Jeff said that one day on the set they were talking, and only once the director was saying, okay, you know, you go over here, you go over here. Jeff, stay. You know, and he said, he was like, excuse me? So he said he milked that for about a week, you know, that he was, you know, treated as a dog. And
you know, all the animals were scared to death of Glenn Close, dressed up as Cruella de Vil, because she's so freaky looking.
I hope that maybe they can go and, you know, get a pillow on the couch with Madonna's dog.
Rolanda, I've got to tell you, though, everyone's looking forward to Evita, but I've seen Tom Cruise's new movie. It's called Jerry Maguire, and he plays a sports agent. And this is, I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. This is going to be his big movie. This is going to be a huge movie at Christmas. And you're going to see a lot of Oscar nominations come out of this.
Yeah.
Very exciting for Tom Cruise, who really wants to get the Oscar badly and do a serious movie and not just a Mission Impossible action-adventure kind of thing.
He's very funny.
You know, yeah, go ahead. I was going to say, which is the movie for this Christmas that we'll all cry? Is there one tearjerker?
Yeah, it's
the
called,
tearjerker.
I think it's The Preacher's Wife with Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really
the remake,
big.
right. That'll be good. And also this...
And it's this old-fashioned Christmas story, too.
Right, right. Well, and there's one that's coming out soon called The English Patient with Ralph Fiennes, who is just incredible. And now we were sort of joking here before. I saw this film at 11:30 in the morning, and it's very romantic and big and huge, and I wasn't quite in the lovey-dovey, fluffy mood that early in the morning, but other women I was with were just bawling.
I love a good tearjerker, especially around the holidays.
Although I'm really looking forward to, you know, Star Trek. You know, I love Patrick Stewart, so I think that's going to be a really fun one.
Well, let's go back and take a look at some of the clips, or take a look at some of the clips of the movies we've just been talking about. How about Evita? Take a look at Evita right now. Wow. And what's one film? Go on and clap if you'd like to. When we come back, we're going to ask the question, what is the one film that the rest of our panel can't wait to see during the holiday season? We'll be right back in a minute, folks.
You see, these aliens come from outer space. They want to make us slaves, so we challenge them to a basketball game.
You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team.
What I'm trying to say is...
We need your help!
Duck. Yes.
You go to the hole and dominate.
We on defense.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
I don't play defense.
Space Jam.
Poison them, drown them, bash them on the head. I don't care how you kill the little beast, just do it, and do it now! Take it!
Does that look like fun or what? That's one of Karen's favorite movies for the season.
Also, you know, it's interesting, Leon, you should love this, that the movie, when they shot that, Glenn's outfits were so restrictive and she was wearing corsets and heels, and they really had to cater to her when they were filming that to hurry up, get the shot done, because this woman was going through so much anguish just physically wearing those outfits, but the clothes are unbelievable.
Because I've gone through a lot of anguish with what she's worn off screen.
So Leon, let's get back to you. You have some hits and misses
Just
from the
recently,
celebrity.
I have to talk about a woman who I think is quintessentially perfectly dressed, and that's Carol Burnett. I just was at 3 affairs recently, one very dressy, one really a formal occasion, and one that was just a fashion show. And every time she just looks so right. As she gets older, I don't know how old she is, she really gets more beautiful. Her hair always, she's perfectly groomed, it's the right shoe, it's not overdone. She wears the clothes don't wear her. Most of her clothes are done by Bob Mackie, who I think is a brilliant designer.
And
he did all of her shows. It was his idea to leave that curtain rod in that became one of the most wonderful sight gags in the entire world. And sometimes when women are all, like at the Emmys, she was there and everybody was in big ball gowns. She came out in a very sequin and satin dress, but short. She's got great legs. She always knows how to look. Then there are those people like Marisa Tomei who never know how to look. The girl mustn't own a mirror. It doesn't get dark enough for me to have to put up with the way she looks. Her hair is 3 or 4 different colors. Her roots are 5 inches long. She wears
but Leon,
things
she's got an Oscar. You know what do you need to care
but
what
you know
people
what?
think
I
of you?
still remember when that Oscar was announced and what people said. Who counted the votes? John Gotti? Anyway.
I remember what she wore. She wore daisies. I remember what she wore.
It was Chanel.
Like daisies.
An ill-fitted Chanel dress that they must have loaned her. But I don't understand. I think that as a star, as a celebrity, when you go to a premiere, when you appear in public, you should look as clean and as kempt and as well-dressed as possible. I don't think you should dress out of the clothes hamper. You're leaving yourself open.
Do you guys agree with that when you see your big celebrity? Okay, give me somebody who does that. Give me a good one, a good dress.
Let's talk about a man. Let's talk about George Clooney, who really has become a major star. And can I tell you what? He really spends time with the way he looks. You don't find him in ragged. In your private life, you wear whatever you want to wear. That's fine. When you appear in public, as part of your persona, as part of what you owe me to buy your records and go see your movies. Hell, look better than I do. I mean, I think you owe me that. I really do.
Look at Roger's body language. He's like, I'm afraid to look at Leon. He might judge my tie.
And then you want to look at a man who does everything wrong? Let's talk about Steven Seagal.
Okay.
The man dresses at a tag sale. I have never. You know all those old ugly sofas that you see in a garage sale? He takes the fabric and turns them into a jacket, which I just don't understand.
And he wears his collar so tight. If you're gaining a little weight, then loosen your collar. Don't you think so?
Wait, Roger said something funny earlier. Roger, and you said this during the commercial. I will call you on it. We were talking about mirror.
Somebody said they wanted OJ gossip, and I'm thinking, besides the regular stuff about the custody battle and OJ, all the bad things you've heard, what can we tie into here? In The Mirror Has Two Faces, the Barbra Streisand movie, Barbara has this boyfriend at the beginning of the movie who's played by Austin Pendleton. He's this little schlubby guy, and his name is Barry Neufeld. Well, he's named for Barry Scheck and Peter Neufeld, the 2 OJ lawyers who did the DNA work.
Oh.
So that was their little inside joke. So you can OJ can be tied to everything.
I didn't believe you, but I believe you did it. In fact, let's take a look at a clip from Mirror Has Two Faces.
How wonderful to have 2 compassionate daughters. I thought you were going to wear makeup today.
I am wearing makeup.
Well?
Oh my God. What the hell are you wearing?
This happens to be an imitation Scuzzy.
You're the mother of the bride, not the opening act.
Fine, I'll go home and change.
Oh, stop it. We're late already. The priest is sweating.
All celibates sweat, dear. If they didn't, they'd explode.
Come on.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. You have a question here. Come on.
I was wondering, does Quentin Tarantino making any or producing any movies that are going to release soon?
Actually, he's writing a movie that he's been writing for a couple of years now. That, you know, I just, you know, found out that recently. Nobody knows when it's going to come out.
You know what, there's a whole business in Pulp Fiction knockoffs. I mean, I've never seen somebody 2 Days in the Valley, and there's like been one after another.
But if you really want a Quentin Tarantino movie, go rent a John Woo movie, because Quentin Tarantino got a lot from John Woo, which is a Hong Kong action director over there, and the action hero's name is Chow Yun-fat, and it's incredible. All the scenes you see with the two people guns pointing at each other are really from these Hong Kong films, so you may want to look those up.
And hey, Janet, are you still around? I hear that Amira's friends don't really like Quentin. Have you heard that?
Before you answer it, we'll be right back in a minute.
Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
Back again.
I looked at him, he stared at me, and I was like, I know him.
Are released sex offenders putting victims in their own kind of prison?
He left. He said, I can live wherever I want to live.
He is still working with children, and by law has the right to do so.
If he can't get to her, he's gonna go after your children.
Mark Plass, father of Polly, speaks out whose rights are in danger when a sex offender moves into your neighborhood on Rolanda.
Leon, who were we looking at there? That was Larry Fishburne.
Oh, God, Larry Fishburne. I don't know what he's thinking about. Did you see him at the Emmys? He wore those do-rags on his head. Yeah. At least they were evening do-rags because they had lamé in them.
And I take it the other was you like this other outfit that the lady had on there? Is that best dressed or?
Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher has got to be one of the most beautifully dressed women in all of Hollywood. Her body is great, her hair, her makeup. She spends lots of time and money and effort on her clothes, and the shoes always work, the jewelry's there. She's really terrific, I think.
Who do you think is the most improved of all?
Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt used to look like she dressed at a Kmart lawn sale. I mean, and now all of a sudden, to have yourself taken more seriously. As an actress, when she won the Emmy this year, she came out in a beautiful Calvin Klein dress. Her hair looked good. Her hair's she doesn't have great hair. Her hair looked better than usual. It was a great shoe, and she felt sure about herself. And when we interviewed her in the room,
well, an Emmy helps you feel.
But she didn't have the Emmy. That was the best accessory of the evening. However, she didn't have it when she got dressed. So she really has put forth the effort and realizes that how she looks is very important.
OJ faces a new judge, but this time there's only one talk show with a seat in the courtroom, and that's Rolanda, bringing you what the other shows cannot in special Friday shows.
Hey, I hope you're enjoying this episode of Rolanda, and I hope that you'll subscribe and follow so many of my other activities on my Rolanda channel, including some stand-up comedy, some podcasts, some great auntie advice, and loads of laughs and lots of fun. So subscribe and stay tuned. Now, let's get back to the show.